as the online romance with
Gotta
his
play
victims
for real
developed,
today, again,
claimed he
fellas.
was desperate to leave the military and come home, but he needed money first. In one case, a woman transferred $137,000 to an account controlled by Musao and Okuo so that Okuo could claim retirement benefits early and return to marry her. In another case, he told a woman from Georgia that he worked in the oil industry in Kuwait. However, he was in love with her and needed $4,700 to be with her in the U.S. The woman quickly wired the money to him. In 2020, Musao told a man that she was working at a United Nations refugee camp in the Middle East and wanted to come to the U.S. to start a new life with him. The victim sent her $7,800 to help her move out of the Middle East. But of course, these digital romances never materialized. Of the $1.3 million stolen, most came from romance scams, and another $20,000 came from pandemic unemployment claims. The scam.
We need some more defense, man. What was that shit I saw earlier?
We've seen how that's worked out today.
How about you?
As we use all of our timeouts and hold them to a field goal, and now we just have to get some offense. The next play, I go back to the gun-type flex play that hasn't done anything for me all game. Only this time I take a shot to the running back just to make a play on the ball. And lost superstar quarterback Marlon Humphrey in coverage. So now with the field goal and tie seemingly in hand, I am now playing it safe, as all I need is one play to take the lead. That play never comes, though, as I throw it away on the next play as well, before taking the drag on the next play and accidentally decide to go for the win, as I call a hurry up one more time, forgetting I have no timeouts. I also looked to the play clock to see if a delay of game would save me, but there's not enough time left on the game clock, so now I have to score. So I dial up something, only to see someone get wide open in the middle of the end zone. And we take the lead with 13 seconds left. And this is going to be the first time all game that I've chosen a different play on defense, and that is a prevent, as I don't want to take any chances of giving up a one-play touchdown to lose the game. So on 3rd and 10 with 2 seconds left, he realizes he can't pass for a touchdown, so instead he tries to run it with Lamar Jackson. And since I guessed pass, he actually almost gets it.
Oh, he almost had it. It got me quicker than that.
We get a quick look at the stats. He threw for just over 200 yards with Lamar, and his starting running back only gained 12 yards all game. So that's the video. If you guys want to see more gameplay videos like this, as always, please make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. All I have to do to set up my pass defense and blitz from this formation is to use either middle linebacker and hover the guard gap pre-snap before dropping back into coverage. I usually use the one that's the furthest away from the blitzing cornerback, as my job is to hold the guard long enough so that when I drop back into coverage, he has no way of sliding over or picking up the blitzing cornerback, which he could probably do if I use the other linebacker. And issues that make them vulnerable in coverage. The spinner blitz, for example, leaves no one to cover the running back unless you make several adjustments or use the running back yourself. But there's another man-zero blitz in this formation that I have never heard anyone talk about that actually takes care of all these issues for you with no adjustments at all. And that is the play I'm going to focus on today in the zero blitz. As you can see, the running back is already manned up with the quarterback, so there's really no setup at all. There are several adjustments you can use to maximize this play's effectiveness against run or pass plays that I will show you throughout the video. But if you're not good with adjustments,
Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, what's up? It's all good.
3 quarters
It's
of the
all good.
NFL
We back
season
out.
are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway
Yeah, we
in
just
Week
back
14.
out.
And boy, a rough start to this
Back
one
out
as
and
this
send
kick
it,
goes
send it
out of
again
bounds.
immediately. All right. I don't know if it's the edibles or my weed, but I'm nice to the motherfucker. That's what's up.
I decided to go.
All right, so
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right. Let's go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Get on the coach.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott. Oh, one-handed in the air, and now it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year,
I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. Cut the lead to 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They go play action here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
But that's what they have to do more up defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. throw here out of the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Try to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James from 4 yards out.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
You hurting out here, fellas. They look good.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself.
Dang!
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A first down carry for Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Where y'all at, man?
And he's got it.
Good shit.
Touchdown,
Yeah.
Giants.
There you have it.
Richie James with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, 79 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
And Charles...
Go on, get up out of there. You ready?
Those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. Down to the 25.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So he's got some breathing room. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Fuck, I can't pick shit, man. Yo, my shit froze, cuz.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, ready?
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it,
That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Left side to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Reynolds. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Good shit, good shit. Not for us, though.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal.